Okay, Yuri. Yeah, nice to meet you.
No, nice to meet you too.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. And good morning. So my name is Yuri Rajamäki, and I come from Laurea University of Applied Sciences, Helsinki, Finland. And the topic of my presentation is that design science research towards ECHO governance and management information system, and the co-authors are, as you said, Velitsar, who gave that last presentation, and then one student of our university, that Janne Lahdenperä, and also Janne is online. So all the authors, we can answer questions at the end if any comes. So let's see if the okay, now I think it moved. So as the title says, our paper is a description of design science research. And this presentation follows Hefner's design science research framework. And after motivation, we go through the design cycles of the study. And in the end, the study is evaluated via the 8 design science research check-click questions. The Horizon 2020 project will end next February, and then that ECHO collaborative network organization is supposed to start. And in this presentation, the first is called as ECHO project and the later as ECHO network. And the management of information flows is important for the successful governance of a network organization. And this study designs a governance and management information system for that ECHO network. So this paper describes the 5 design cycles and their results. The first cycle is that the theme is high-level functions, developing of these. The second cycle is how to develop these process support functions. Third cycle is information sharing functions for the platform planning. And the fifth and last in this presentation is that implementation plan. And let's look at the knowledge page of the first design cycle. And what do governance and management information system means? So corporate governance deals with the governance functions of an organization, and it's responsible for determining strategic directions. And the management functions takes that strategic directions and translates it into actions that will bring the organization closer to achieving these strategic goals. And corporate governance can be seen as a tool that allows management and the board to respond to the challenges of running a company. And corporate governance ensures that companies have appropriate decision-making processes and controls in place so that the interests of all stakeholders are balanced. And it also helps to meet the requirements of laws and regulations. Utilizing the elements of information governance helps create an maintain adaptive policies and procedures that help meet data protection requirements. The management information system, they are information systems that are used for decision making and information coordination, monitoring, analysis, and visualization in the organization. And the study field of management information system, it involves people, processes, and technology in organizational concept. And in corporations, management information systems are used to increase business value and profits. Oh, that's their main function. And then let's move to the first relevance and design cycle. Okay, already last presentation, Velitsar present that ECHO network governance model, that central hub, national hubs, service groups, and so on. So let's see what is that governance and management information system in this concept. So it's mostly for that internal use of that network. The catalog, in other words, marketplace, is intended for service groups and their customers, and the websites serve all stakeholders and general public. And the first high-level function of the ECHO team is to support the network's processes. And core processes are strategic planning, partnership development, innovation management, and catalog and customer relations. And other processes to be supported are human resource management, financial management, data management, portfolio management, continuity management, and external relations management. And when looking what are the ECHO team's main functions, so we can look at these are the three main functions. It's the support processes, then improve that information sharing, or is it intelligence sharing, and then help to meet the requirements of laws and regulations. So there are many directives which should be fulfilled, but also every country has national legislation, and looking at the central hub, these national hubs, they must meet the national legislation, like that Bulgarian national hub. Okay, that was the first design cycle, high-level functions. Then move to the second cycle, what are these process support functions, looking them more carefully. Governance management and information system process support goals are these five things: that the reliable access to documents and information, decision-making process tracking, resource use and planned activities tracking, members' status change agreements and compliance tracking, and maintaining a standardized form for output and input data. And GMIS should provide reliable access control to the information and documents. And because, like Velitsar last presentation answered, we using that RAGI matrix in developing this governance model. It can also be used when planning these access rights to these different folders inside that governance and management information system. And in that right side of that slide is one suggestion for the folder structure that contains 4 main folders: that decision tracker, resource tracker, final decision and reports, and archive. Then the third design cycle deals with the information sharing functions. And information sharing during that ECHO Horizon 2020 project has been implemented through website, SharePoint, and Xenodo. And project website share public deliverables, scientific publications, newsletters, and other information which is intended for general distribution. And that SharePoint, Teams, and OneDrive for business form an internal platform that includes project repositories for contractual documents, their amendments, reviewed related documents, reporting, and so on. And then for open data, use that general. This slide shows the main stakeholders of the network. And web pages are good for public information sharing, and extranet functions are needed for non-public information sharing with stakeholders which are not member of that network. So the ECHO governance and management information system should include intranet functions, then these extranet, and then it must enable organization of webinars and telecommunications. And there is listed some of these intranet functions which should be fulfilled. Okay, then that fourth design cycle was platform planning. And here is a comparison of alternatives. The ECHO project's information sharing platform has been implemented via Microsoft SharePoint. So obviously that is one option. And in our study, we also compared that to box file sharing. It seemed to be best alternative, but because we have used that SharePoint, we decide to continue with that one. Okay, then there are two possibilities: is that SharePoint Online and SharePoint on premises. I think that cloud services and online would be a better solution. Okay, then the management of that GMIS, there are two possibilities, or hybrid. The centralized management, so that central hub manages all things, then distributed management by service groups, national chapters, and then some kind of hybrid management. And I think that kind of hybrid management is the best solution. And then let's go to that last design cycle, that implementation plan. And this slide shows the file structure of the Horizon 2020 project. And there are much information and which should be which will be useful after that project ends. So how to map that to the ECHO network, GMIS. The project material can be transferred to the new SharePoint or other repositories. And the material to be transferred can be any digital material, such as documents, image, video, folder, or interior folder structure with documents. And once the material to be transferred is defined, a digital object is formed from it. In this context, it is given a persistent ID, and the desired metadata is defined. And after this, the transfer to the designed new location is performed. And this slide presents other aspects that should be taken into account during that implementation phase, an implementation plan. And when looking at this implementation step, the implementation plan includes description of future research and follow-up work in 3 different time frames. First, what can be done before the network starts, so what we can do now and before the end of next February. Then what should be done immediately when the network operation starts, and finally a medium-term plan in the coming years. So this was these 5 steps, and then go to summary. And this study applies that design science research, and the research question was what kind of information system can be used to support the future network organizations, processes, and information sharing needs. And the concrete artifact that we designed this ECHO governance and management information system, and the theoretical foundation is based on concept of corporate governance, information governance, management information systems, information sharing models, information system design theories, and information system migrations. And the environment was that what been done during that ECHO project, and then the future ECHO network. And then when looking this, comparing our study to that design science research checklist questions and answers of Hefner and Sattery, that table answers. Okay, first that figure left side, it shows in which phase of relevance cycle, design cycle, and recall cycle, where is that question. So that first, what is the research question, then second, what is the artifact, and so on. And in this table, which is also in our paper, is answers to that. So that's all. Thank you for your attention. Any questions?
Thank you, Yuri. Do we have any questions to Yuri? Okay, so there will be just a short question from my side. In the paper, you state that the web presence and governance and management information system should be outsourced. And in the first phase, the continuation of the maintenance will be for maximum 5 years, okay, with the current administrators. And what will be after 5 years? Do you have any plans for that? And yeah, how, let's say, all externals, visitors of the website can access the GMIS? Thanks.
Okay, first, okay, it depends. We will start small and look how that a network grows and the need of that future governance and management information system. It's dependent on that future network and how large is its operation. So, but we think that the maximum 5 years we can organize only a small develop that system which we have now, and then that governance management and information system, it's meant for networks internal use, so that but of course it works in parallel with that websites, but I don't see real connection, but let's see what in the future happens. I think that maybe Velisar is a better answer to that, how to continue.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Yuri, once more. And let's say, taking this opportunity, I'd like to advertise once more the ECHO project and for pilots of Horizon